In its final submission, the opposition sought to poke holes in the defenses of IEBC and President Uhuru Kenyatta. NASA lawyers saying IEBC acted in haste before all the results from the 40,883 polling stations were in.
What was the hurry? The law allows the chairman 7 days. He hurried to announce on the third day, 2.5 days. What was the hurry?
NASA lawyers faulted the declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as victor in the polls, claiming the declaration was premised on an illegality. That although constituency results were final, IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati failed to verify their authenticity.
That if at least 11,000 from 34 A's were not at the National Tallying Center, on what basis did the chairman declare the results? And then the chairman says, my lord, it was on the basis of Form 34B. By so doing, they admit to have breached the law. What the chairman must look at is Form 34A. And then check, without varying, that the entries match with 34B. Then he can proceed to declare. He did not do that in this case, by their own admission.
Right in the presidential election special provisions is the necessity for the returning officer, the second respondent, to verify before he declares. And we submit that this indeed was not done. We go a step further, my lord, and we say it could not have been done. This, therefore, could not lead to a result, and that the declaration of result was therefore in violation of Article 38 and could not give forth of a lawful result, a lawful declaration.
NASA criticizing IEBC for failing to produce results declaration forms in time.
The Bermuda Triangle is notorious for the absence of knowledge of what happens to ships that go into this triangle. My lords, we have emulated that, and this is the Bomas Triangle. 34 A's come in, and then they disappear. We don't know what happens to them. My lords, this is not law, this is not accuracy, this is not verifiability, this is not transparency.
The opposition claiming the Form 34As, which contain presidential results at the polling stations, could have been doctored.
Why were 11,034 A's missing for 5 days after the election? 6 days, actually. Suppose you change the 34 A's to match the result which you have given. Then, when people go back to the 34 A's, the result, false result, and the 34 A's will match. But only, my lords, if they are false 34 A's. And, my lords, in order to have 41,000 false 34 A's, you need time.
And that the declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as the winner in the presidential race was therefore unlawful.
Instead of changing the result to the 34 A's, suppose you change the 34 A's to match the result which you have given. Then, when people go back to the 34 A's, the result, false result, and the 34 A's will match. But only, my lords, if they are false 34 A's.
Elections have winners and losers. Even in court, depending on the nature of the proceedings, there are winners or losers. But at the end of the day, the process is so important, so as much as the result. So that even in judicial proceedings, people are interested in the process.
The ball is now in the court of the 7 judges that delivers its ruling by Friday. Samugina for The Big Question.